Hello, folks. It is I, Will, with Exposing the IWC, and I am suspended on Twitter for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. Well, I think it was like what around like afternoon yesterday, something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. I saw. First of all, it kicked me out of the YouTube of Twitter for some reason. So I logged back in. They said I was blocked, like what or suspended. That's what it says, suspended. So I don't know. It said like inauthentic account, something like that. Looked it up. That was obviously wrong. I haven't done anything like that. So I went and said, all right, let me just file a claim or appeal, whatever, submit an appeal. And I got this notification. Your account was not found to contain spam. Oh, great. Awesome. I knew that would be the case. Or engaging in other types of platform manipulation. As a result, temporary label has been removed. It was temporary because that was crazy. I mean, I don't see how it's temporary because I can see I'm still suspended. So they reviewed my account. Everything's good, but I'm still suspended. So all I can do is send another appeal out, which I did. Send another appeal and see what happens. Until then, hopefully this is resolved. I won't be worried until about Wednesday. If Wednesday comes around and I'm still not unsuspended, then I might be concerned. But until then, I will use my backup Twitter account, which I've already had for a while now anyway. I put it in the chat, but I'm gonna put it here as well. Go to this backup. That's if you need to talk to me, that's where you can find me here. At Follow the Logic, IWC Exposed, yada. This is my temporary account until hopefully this nonsense is resolved. Because I was not suspended by a person. I was suspended by a bot or like their system. Because if you click on this, it'll say, let's watch this. Watch this. Check this out. Thank you for submitting your review request, right? The label has been removed because your account was not found to contain spam, yada. We appreciate your feedback and we're working to improve our systems. Well, work harder because your systems is jacked, all right? It's just jacked. I mean, I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. I paused Uncharted 4 for this. Who's still playing Uncharted? What year did that game come out? Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4. That game came out when? 2016? Dude, get out of here. Creature Lives, give me a break. Okay, the game been out. You'd have been beat that game. Very good game, by the way. Uncharted, very good series. Oh, replaying it. Okay, then definitely calm down. Okay. Good game. Rockstar. All right, this is Rockstar Entertainment. Oh no, I'm sorry, Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog is very good. They also did the Last of Us games. Very good games. They know what they're doing. Yeah, Naughty Dog. They did Last of Us, was one of my favorites. They're very good at that stuff. Very good. So yeah, Saturday happened, right? We had stuff that happened. Let's see. Toni Storm has returned. Oh, I'm sorry. Timeless Toni Storm has returned. So that happened on Collision against Saturday Night Main Event. I don't understand why he did that. When it comes to Collision, like I understand, I want to be fair to Tony Khan. I want to be fair. I understand the thought process. The thought process is, okay, we have a show we want people to watch, right? The shtick on Collision is that nothing happens on that show, so I watch it, right? So logically, it makes sense to put big things, big story beats, big angles on Collision, so people say, oh wait, that happened on Collision? I guess I have to watch it. So what they're doing makes sense. I understand the thought process of putting big stuff on Collision for people to go watch. I understand that. So business-wise, it makes sense to put big stuff on the show. The issue I have with this Collision is that it was up against Saturday Night Main Event. That's the problem. Had Saturday Night Main Event had not been happening, then fine, put Toni Storm unveiling that she's been faking the entire time. She's been acting the entire time. She's been Timeless Toni the entire time, and she's been putting on performance. That's cool, okay. You could have done that on Saturday, but the problem is there's another show happening at the same time, okay? So why would you have that happen up against Saturday Night Main Event? I don't think it makes any sense, right? I understand wanting to prop up Collision by putting big stuff on it. That makes sense. Want people to watch show. Put important things on show. That makes sense. Problem is, WWE were doing something else on that day. So why would you do that? Oh, anyway, whatever it happened. Toni Storm returns. What she was talking about was, let's see what she said in that promo. Putting on performance, right? So the thing is, I like the reveal. I like what they did there. It was fun and all that. But ultimately, in the end, her playing that performance didn't really help her in any regard or any respect, I don't think. She played she put on performance. She played her previous self for the sake of what? Just to challenge herself as a performer. Okay. But did that really help her along the way in terms of getting this title shot? No. She won the gauntlet match. She could have won that at Toni. So that didn't help her. Now you could argue it helped to mess with Mariah May's mind, because after the promo she gave, Mariah May was kind of like looking kind of dazed and confused, like what the hell's going on. So if the point was, I'm gonna screw with Mariah May while putting on this performance and then revealing that I've been Toni the entire time, I've been faking it, or I'm sorry, not faking, I've been acting the entire time, then that's fine. Because Mariah May was looking kind of confused and like kind of like what the hell just happened. So the point was to screw with Mariah May, get in her head, then fine, that makes sense. But beyond that, her playing that performance did not help her in any way in getting a title shot or help her in gaining any advantage along the way. It was just putting on performance and challenging herself as a performer. That's all fun. It's all fine. I've come around on Toni Storm. I've come around. I'm a fan. She's needed for that division. She does good work. I have completely turned over a new leaf on Toni Storm. I always say the reason why I changed my opinion on her is when she went to Japan and I saw that her interacting with other women in like the Joshis over there, working with Mayu Iwatani, that dichotomy, that interaction, it just clicked with me. Oh, okay, I get it. Like it works well here. I started liking it a lot more once I saw it in that environment in the Joshi world. So now she's back. I'm loving it. Great. Good for you. We'll see what happens, because Mariah May's storyline has been very, very dry. And it's been unfortunate to see her title reign with Toni Storm not involved. So Mariah May, I think she's going to lose, because at this point you have Toni returning as herself. She will face her in Australia. Had Toni not revealed herself, it was still, rock star Toni, her rookie self, then I think you have to have her lose, Toni lose, and have Mariah May still be champion, because you need Toni to defeat Mariah May. But now that it's clear that she has revealed that she's been acting the entire time, now I think Toni Storm will win and get that title back. What happens after that, I don't know. They probably pivoted, maybe. Maybe because it did kind of seem kind of rushed a little bit. Triple H hardly lets Rhea Ripley wrestle. That's the problem. We're talking about David. What did David say? The fact that people realized that match last night that let me read that again. The fact that people realized after the match last night that Rhea Ripley could go in the ring, laugh my ass off. She's great. Rhea Ripley is a very good wrestler. I had her A tier on my rankings. Remember when I did my rankings at S tier, Bianca, Io, and Stephanie Vaquer. And at the second tier, A tier, I had Rhea Ripley right there. She's a very good performer, good wrestler. Her booking has let her down. Her matches with Morgan, with the shenanigans, had not been great. And that's kind of what's been happening. She has not been allowed to cook. She has not been allowed to cook in the ring. I think Triple H, there should be a healthy balance. I'm all about, I always say, wrestling is 90% storytelling. 90% storytelling. Okay, great. But I still believe you can tell storylines and tell stories where the Hoopers, that's what I like to say, the Hoopers are involved in the storylines. You get Rhea Ripley, Lyra, Rhea, Io, Rhea, Bianca, Rhea against Hoopers, and let her cook in the ring. And you say, wow, this girl can cook. But that's not been the case. It's been a lot of shenanigans and Dom and Liv and putting Dom in a freaking cage and Raquel interferences and teaming up with Damian Priest. Let her cook in the ring with women that can go. Women that can hook, that can hoop. I said hook, combining cook with hoop, hook. allowing women to cook in the ring, let them hoop. If Rhea possibly does defend at Chamber, will be her opponents. The fact that she defended last night, that kind of works for Rumble, right? Saturday night main event, close to Rumble. So she's not defending at the Rumble, obviously. It'd be 4 matches, right? My guess is that Tiffany will defend, if anything, or none of them will. I don't think she's going to defend as Saturday night main event and then at the Chamber. That doesn't make sense to me. I think she's done until Mania. I'll be surprised if she defends against anybody. Remember, they pulled Nia from SmackDown. They pulled her from SmackDown to have this match. I don't think you're going to get another Rhea Ripley match unless they do EO. Can you imagine the EO stands if they do EO Rhea Ripley at freaking Chamber and get out of the way and no Mania match? Oh my gosh. But they could do that. They could do EO Rhea Ripley at the Chamber. I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't think so. I think this year we go from Saturday night main event to Mania. Maybe Tiffany will defend again somewhere along the way. Maybe Lyra will get in there somewhere. I don't know. But I have no idea. I think Tiffany defends against Naomi. If Naomi is a full-on heel at that time, I could see it. Speaking of Naomi and Bianca, on SmackDown, I haven't had a stream since SmackDown, right? Did I stream on Saturday? I don't remember if I streamed yesterday. I'll say no. I don't think I did. Naomi and Bianca, they had a match with Rhea. They had a match against Nia, Candice, and Liv? Or was it Liv, Raquel, and I don't remember the tag match. Wow, that's crazy. Nia, Liv Morgan with someone else against Bianca, Naomi, and Rhea Ripley. And they lost. In fact, Bianca took the pin. And the internet was kind of like, what the hell happened? All right. Bianca took the pin right now, I believe, because she's not really being pushed that hard for anything right now. She's kind of just there. So why not have Liv Morgan pin her? I mean, who cares? I mean, I always say I got to be consistent here. I got to be consistent. I can't just flip on it because it's Bianca. Pins, losses, wins, doesn't really matter. What matters is the storyline. That's all that really matters. You can get pinned all day long. What is the storyline? Are you in a good story? Does it matter? Is it relevant? Is it good? Like, for example, KO. He's going to lose. He's going to lose again to Cody Rhodes, but he's been in a great storyline, doing good character work. So Bianca Belair losing to Liv Morgan for the sake of what? To tell fans, oh, Liv Morgan's the threat for the Rumble. I saw some people say, this means that Bianca and Naomi will lose the belts to Liv Morgan and Raquel. I think you're crazy. Not because I think it's impossible. I think you're crazy to make that jump, that leap. Bianca pinned Liv Morgan not too long ago. Did that give her a title shot for the world when she was champion? No. Did Bianca face Liv Morgan for the belt? No. Bianca Belair getting pinned by Liv Morgan, just to have Liv Morgan have some heat or some what's the word I'm looking for? Let Liv Morgan have a push or some strength heading into Rumble. Because Liv Morgan gunning for Rhea Ripley again, I would assume, right? And she's going to have Raquel in her corner. Because she said in her promo, Raquel will make sure that she wins the Rumble. So now you have Liv Morgan with some momentum into the Rumble. She won't win, but now you have her as a threat. Oh, Liv Morgan pinned Bianca Belair. She's hot. She has some momentum. Raquel's in her corner. Raquel's going to help her eliminate women. Raquel's right there, and maybe Liv Morgan has a chance. That's what you want to believe, right? But we know better. She's not going to win. Charlotte Flair, Jordynne Grace, or nobody else. I'll say it again for the people in the back. Charlotte Flair, Jordynne Grace, or nobody else is winning that damn Rumble. Okay, so Liv Morgan will be a threat with Raquel for a while, maybe, like for a while in that match. Ultimately, she'll be eliminated. Okay, so Liv Morgan will pin Bianca. Well, she did pin Bianca, and she may pin Naomi next week, because this is what I think is going to happen, folks. Hey, what's up, Jerry? I think Bianca and Naomi. So to go back to my previous point about Liv Morgan, people think Liv Morgan and Raquel will challenge for the titles that Bianca and Naomi have. Don't think that makes sense right now. I think that this is Royal Rumble build, period. It's not Tag Team Champions build. It's Royal Rumble build. Liv Morgan pinning Bianca is important for the Rumble build, not for Liv and Raquel challenging for the tag titles. No, that's for Rumble. We're in Rumble season right now. For example, when Io pinned Bianca, that was for the Tag Team Championship build, but that tag team match was already set. Bianca was already supposed to face, Bianca and Jade were already supposed to face Io and Kairi. That match was already set. They were number one contenders. So they had the match to build toward that match. Io won to give them some momentum, and then what happened? Bianca and Jade beat Io and Kairi. This time around, we had the Rumble build. Liv Morgan pins Bianca to build toward the Rumble because Bianca and Jade already have, well, Bianca and Naomi, they already have their number one contenders, right? So that pin was not about tag team titles. That pin was all about the Rumble. Bianca and Naomi, I believe, will lose that damn set of titles on Tuesday, or at least they better, okay? They've been building toward NXT. They've been building towards that tag division. Even the damn segment they had last week was very much a babyface thing where you had Ruka and Zarya saying, you guys know how important this match is? You got to get those belts back and bring it back to NXT. Got all the women coming up behind them saying, yeah, we want those belts to defend it. And they're like, yeah, you're right. Zarya, you're right, Soul. We got to go do that. And then she said, in my hometown of Atlanta, Lash said that, right? In front of my fans and family, I believe they're setting it up to have a big moment for Lash and Chikara in Atlanta, in front of their family and friends, to win those tag titles in that show. Nothing else makes sense. Having that match without that outcome makes no sense. Bianca and Jade beat Liv Morgan and Raquel. They beat, but that wasn't really the tag team thing. That was separate. Well, actually, they were going for the tag titles. They beat Liv Morgan and Raquel. They beat Kairi and Io, right? And they beat Lash and Chikara. If you're doing a match that they're going to retain, why would you have Lash and Chikara be in the match again? Doesn't make any sense. You would have pushed Gigi Dolan and Shotzi, or Gigi Dolan and Tatum, or some other tag team, the Unholy Union again. You could have pushed JC Jane and Jasmine Nix, but you pushed Lash and Chikara again. You had the Unholy Union go back down there. You had the Party Girls, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. You had them go down there to then build up Lash and Chikara to lose again right before the Rumble. Nah, I don't think so. It's over. It is over. I will not take any other answer. Bianca Belair will be out of the tag division come Tuesday. Now, what happens after that? Because they did schedule. This is another thing. People thought that Bianca and Naomi might retain on Tuesday because they saw a render of Naomi with her belt against Liv Morgan. Like, guys, that take like 2 seconds. You can make that render in 2 seconds. Like, that's nothing. That's no indicator, okay? Not an indicator of what's going to happen. So it's a render here on my blocked account. Oh my God, they're doing Naomi and Liv Morgan. She has the belt. It takes them 5 seconds to put that render together, okay? That little image. It means nothing. I believe this match is still happens because this match is about Rumble. This match is about the Rumble, not about the tag team titles. This match is about the Rumble. Literally a day before the Rumble. Liv Morgan is in Rumble season mode. I'm going to win the Rumble. This match will give me momentum into the Rumble, not about the tag titles. Liv Morgan will beat her, I think. I think Liv Morgan will pin her again. And that is when the Naomi heel turn will come. Potentially. I don't know. I'm not in the writer room. But I think once they drop the belts on Tuesday, Naomi will be pissed. And Bianca will be disappointed. Going to SmackDown, Naomi loses, and that is when she drops the facade. That is when she turns. Potentially. Okay, I don't know. But I think it makes sense to have Naomi turn right before the Rumble, show her true colors when she loses this match. What say you? Does that make sense, or am I crazy? We're getting Liv and Raquel versus Bianca and Naomi on Monday. Wait a minute. So this is what happens when your account is suspended and you're not really paying attention. We're getting what now? Let me see something real quick. We're getting what now? That's funny. Let me see. Oh, this is what David. Okay, David, you sent me this. I wasn't paying attention. Let's see something real quick. We're getting what now? Yes, I know I'm blocked. I know. I'm suspended. I'm sorry.
At you bright and easy on a Sunday morning, and what a night it was
I don't
for the
even have my
champions of the Red
freaking
Brand.
headphones in. Whoops. Okay, let's see. Let me go get my broken headphones real quick. Give me like.
It's Saturday.
Give me like 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Got my broken headphones. I need to get some new ones, like ASAP.
Tonight's main event is Rhea Ripley, Braun Breaker. All right, everybody, Adam Pearce coming at you bright and easy on a Sunday morning, and what a night it was for the champions of the Red Brand. As Saturday night's main event is Rhea Ripley, Braun Breaker, and Gunther all retain. And we move on to Monday Night Raw tomorrow night live from Atlanta, GA, where I have two big matches to announce. First things first, off of what happened last week, both men have requested it, and that request is approved. It will be Sami Zayn one-on-one with Drew McIntyre. Plus, women's tag team action. Bianca Belair and Naomi will oppose the team of Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. And you best bet you that Lash and Jakar are watching this one because they got their eyes on the prize this Tuesday on NXT. Guys, all that and so much more coming at you live tomorrow night from the ATL, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on Netflix. You know the deal. It's the flagship. It's Monday Night Raw.
What was the beginning of that? I forgot. I didn't hear it. What was the beginning?
All right, everybody. Adam Pearce coming at you bright and easy on a Sunday morning, and what a night it was for the champions of the Red Brand. As Saturday night's main event is Rhea Ripley, Braun Breaker, and Gunther all retain. And we move on to Monday Night Raw tomorrow night live from Atlanta, GA, where I have two big matches to announce. First things first, off of what happened last week, both men have requested it, and that request is approved. It will be Sami Zayn one-on-one with Drew McIntyre.
Okay, Sami Drew. Okay. Now this makes me feel even more. I'm even more convinced. Okay. So, Bianca Belair and Naomi will beat Liv Morgan and Raquel. So all the talk about title shots will be over right there because they're gonna beat them. They're gonna win. Bianca Belair will get a win back. She'll probably pin Liv Morgan to the chagrin of Liv Morgan fans. Okay. They'll beat them. Moving on, then they'll move on until to NXT, where they will lose. Okay, so that makes sense. All right. Okay, that makes sense. Bianca Belair not losing back-to-back matches to Liv Morgan. So guess what? Liv Morgan taking a pin. Not Raquel, but Liv Morgan will probably take a pin to Bianca again. That will end this whole tag team talk, right? Even though I don't think it ever was a thing, right? But it'll be over. They'll beat them. Move into NXT. They'll lose. So let me ask you a question. Does that, what you just heard, did that make it more obvious to you or more likely they lose on Tuesday? For me, it makes it more likely. It's over. It's over. They're losing those belts. They will lose those belts on Tuesday. My account got suspended because a robot AI said I was doing spam or doing something weird. It's not the case, okay? If you're coming in late, my account was already freaking reviewed. Your account was not found to contain spam or be engaging in other type of platform manipulation. Great. But for some reason, I'm still blocked. I'm still suspended. So yeah, I'm waiting. I sent another appeal. I'm just waiting. But yeah, the robot or the AI said my account was doing something weird. It wasn't. And now I need a human to fix it. That's where we're at. I'm just ready for Bianca Belair to be back in singles. Same. Maya, same. Naomi and Bianca versus Liv Raquel isn't for the titles. It's not, but they're going to lose. Liv and Raquel are going to lose for a couple reasons, right? You don't want the tag team champions losing before the championship match. That's weird. You don't book that. I am 100% sure that Bianca and Naomi are beating Liv Morgan and Raquel. That's happening. You want the champions to be strong heading into the NXT match with Lash and Jakara, right? So that's not going to happen. My whole entire point is, for the folks that are saying, Liv Morgan and Raquel are going to win the tag titles, you're wrong. That's not happening. Lash and Jakara will win on NXT in Atlanta in the main event. Lash and Jakara will be defeating Bianca and Naomi. And then the Bianca, Naomi, Jade Cargill storyline, whatever's going to happen, whatever it is going to kick off on Friday when Naomi loses to Liv Morgan, I think. I don't know why you booked that match. I don't know why you booked Naomi, Liv Morgan after Bianca and Naomi will beat them on Monday, unless there's going to be some type of shenanigans. I believe the Naomi, the truth about Naomi will be revealed on Friday after they lost the belts on Tuesday. We all are, Maya. We all are. I wonder if Liv Morgan cost them the titles. If you want to protect them, like I'm wondering how you have them lose the belts. Is it straight up? They straight up win? Probably not. So if you want to have some type of shenanigans, you have Raquel and Liv Morgan get involved, sure. But that'd be kind of weird. This is why I say it's weird. That would make sense. That'd be like the motivation for the SmackDown match, right? Liv Morgan and Raquel lose on Monday. They get mad, show up on NXT to screw with Bianca and Naomi. They lose the belts, and Bianca and Naomi are pissed. Therefore, Naomi faces Liv Morgan on SmackDown. I feel like that match, the Naomi Liv Morgan match, should happen because of what happened on NXT. But it got announced now, almost like they made a mistake. They should have waited to announce that match after what happened on NXT, assuming Liv Morgan is the reason they lose. Right? Like, why is Naomi facing Liv Morgan anyway? Like, why is it happening anyway? Bianca got pinned by Naomi. So why is Naomi facing Liv Morgan? Shouldn't it be Bianca? Something seems fishy here. I feel like it's a reason why that's happening, a storyline reason, and we'll see. Because it makes more sense that Bianca will be facing Liv Morgan because she got pinned, not Naomi. I'm guessing there's a storyline reason for that happening, but I think it should have happened. It should have been announced after Liv Morgan screws them if that was the plan. But we don't know. Maybe Jade Cargill shows up. Maybe they just lose straight up. Maybe Lash and Jakara they cheat. I think Lash and Jakara said they had a plan, like some promo that said they have a plan up their sleeves. So maybe they use Jade Cargill's music to distract them. Or maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Technically, Naomi is there to take the pin because WWE didn't want Bianca or Naomi to take a pin. What do you mean? What match you talking about? Technically, Naomi is there to take the pin. What match? We're talking about the supposed or rumored triple threat match between Bianca, Naomi, and Jade. Does Jade interfere on Friday? Maybe. Like, anything is up for grabs. Like, do you save Jade Cargill for Rumble reveal? Or probably not. I think she should show up on Friday. Unless you want to have Naomi turn on Bianca on Friday and then have Jade Cargill show up on Saturday. But I don't know. It's all possible. They already showed us Charlotte Flair. Becky would probably be a Rumble surprise. So will be Jordan Grace. Do you need more than that? Probably not. So I could have Jade Cargill show up on Friday, announce she's going to be in the Rumble, confronts Bianca and Naomi. However you do that, I don't know the storyline yet, but she confronts them. She enters the Rumble. You have Becky and Jordan Grace show up for the Rumble as surprises, even though it's kind of obvious. Oh, the tag match on Tuesday? Oh, yeah. Naomi taking the pin. Maybe. Because it's been kind of funny, because if you've been paying attention, Naomi has been getting the pinfall wins. They reversed it. I think it's intentional. When Bianca and Jade Cargill were teaming together, Bianca was getting the pins. They wanted to show that she's strong here. Bianca's not the weak one here. She's still the champion. We still value her. She's still the strongest one here. So Bianca was getting the pins with Jade. When Jade got injured and Naomi stepped in, Naomi's been getting the pins. It's very much intentional. That's happening on purpose. They're having Naomi get the pinfall wins to put her in a position of strength in this tag team. So it won't be like, oh, she just riding Bianca's coattails. No, she's winning these matches. She's getting the pins. So when the turn comes, she's in more of a place of strength in terms of like, hey, I done my part. I've been kicking ass here, and you lost the tag titles, and I'll hate you just like I hate Jade Cargill. And I took her out because I wanted the tag titles, and you lost it. It may be better to have Bianca take the pin, storyline wise, but took the pin recently already with Liv Morgan, so probably not. It probably will be Naomi. You should just blame Bianca and get pissed. Masha Slamovich, yeah, she'll be there as well. What's up, Richard? Speaking of Masha Slamovich, she had a match with Megan Bayne that I need to go track down here after the stream. I haven't watched that yet. We'll see. Asuka might show up. You might be training in Florida because you took that picture with Io. So Asuka took a picture with Io Sky. Now there's speculation that she is in Florida at the PC getting ready for the Rumble, or just ready for a return in general, which I kind of believe that. I buy that. It makes sense. That tracks. Here's a question. For those of you who are in the stream, do you join the stream when you see it on YouTube, or do you join the stream when you see me tweet it out? Are you alerted by my tweet about the stream usually, or are you following me on YouTube and you say, oh, I'm subscribed, I see the notification, stream coming up, yada yada. I'm wondering, how do you guys get into the stream? Do you Twitter or just see it on YouTube that my stream is coming live? YouTube, Andrew? Cool. Got a YouTube? No, yeah, great. I prefer that. I prefer to be on that you guys are subscribed on YouTube and you just see it that way rather than me having tweeted out on Twitter. YouTube, great. That's what I prefer. Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre again? Does Sami win this time? It'd be kind of silly to book that match and have Sami lose again. So maybe Drew loses to Sami this time around. Ultimately, I think Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens is the match they're going with. Because Kevin Owens, last time he saw Sami Zayn, he said that, hey, got my back, right? You're going to help me, right? That's what he's insinuating. Like, hey, you're my friend. You're going to help me. So when Sami Zayn doesn't help him, he'd be upset. Like, oh, wait, you help Roman Reigns, but when I need your help, you can't help me? Like, what, you want me to help you cheat? I'm not going to do that. I think the next feud for Kevin Owens is Sami Zayn after Cody Rhodes. You may get Kevin Owens against Sami Zayn at Mania. I think that's a move. KO against Sami Zayn at Mania. Because why else would you do the storyline that, hey, Sami, you're my friend, you're my brother, you got my back, right? So after he doesn't show up and help him, they'll do the KO Sami Zayn storyline for Mania. That man, Shawn Michaels, was moving like he was moving pretty well. Sweating like crazy. When you get that super kick to KO, but he's sweating like crazy. That was the real like noteworthy thing from Saturday Night Main Event. So we want to talk about Saturday Night Main Event a little bit. Why not? It was a fine show. I'm convinced that Triple H doesn't actually want to do these shows, but it's part of the deal. So he does it as best he can. Nothing really happens on these shows that are really noteworthy from a storyline perspective. I mean, the two big things have been Chelsea Green with beating Mia Yim for her U.S. title, and this contract signing. Everything else has been kind of like filler. Jacob Fatu, Braun Strowman is filler. Random ass Jey Uso challenging Gunther, filler, right? He wants that entrance on the show. That's what it is, right? The crowd was hyped for it. The crowd was hyped for Jey Uso, but he wasn't gonna win. Let's see. Sheamus, Braun Breaker, that was never going to be a title change there. Good match, okay, but Sheamus come up short. These are all filler matches that are fun for the casual viewer, but nothing really happening from comes to storytelling perspective, like a story beat. Nothing really big happens beyond Chelsea Green winning last time around, beating Mia Yim last time around, or Michin, and Shawn Michaels showing up here for the contract signing. But even this was nothing really. Nothing changed here. It's just your typical, good work from KO. Good character work from KO. It's fun. It's good to see, but there's no new development here, right? Which is fine, but these are just fun filler shows for this casual viewer that you can kind of skip. Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax was good, very good match. Thought they put on a very good show. They have good chemistry. Those two together. So fast, impactful. They worked well with each other. I thought they're going to book her to kick out of Annihilator. They didn't do that. So I'm glad it changed it up a bit. But good match. Ends with a Riptide. No complaints from me about that match. All the matches were fun, good. I was hyped for it. Got the legends in there. No complaints, really. Solid stuff. Did they end it earlier last night? It was a 2-hour show. I'd like to see Gunther and Tiffany defend their titles in the chamber. That'd be fun. That'd be different. Why not? Well, the reason why you can't do that is that the chamber has been used to set up the match for Mania. So Io or Bianca will have to win. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. So Fightful came out again and said that, hey, there have been internal discussions about Tiffany Charlotte Flair, right? Let me go to that real quick. Fightful, they're kind of weird sometimes. I think they think they're slick. Like Sean thinks he's slick. Sometimes they know what's going to happen. They know the booking ahead of time, but they'll present it like vague news. Like, for example, so-and-so signed with this company, or so-and-so has been rumored to be talking to this company. And then the next day they show up. Like, oh, you knew what was going to happen, but you didn't want to spoil it. So you presented it like it was news. Oh, this person was backstage, rumors backstage. And then like hours later, they're back, right? So they know, and they present the news like to make it seem not spoilery, but really they know for sure. So I was wondering, they said there've been internal discussions about Tiffany and Charlotte Flair. That's obvious, right? We kind of knew that was going to happen. But the other one they said was not Rhea Ripley, Io, Rhea Bianca, right? So this is kind of, you all saw this coming. So the two matches they said, Tiffany Charlotte, which is obvious, and Bianca or Rhea, not Rhea Ripley, Io. So I'm wondering, I said there was zero chance, not zero, slim chance Bianca Rhea Ripley happens. Slim chance that match happens. But is it possible that they already know, and they're kind of just presenting it like, oh, there's been discussions, even though they kind of know already? That's possible. I'll still say like 10%, still like slim chance Bianca Rhea Ripley happens this year. That's 42 in my mind. But let's say, for argument's sake, that Sean does know what's going to happen. And it's kind of, this is right. It will be Bianca Rhea Ripley, and it will be Tiffany Charlotte Flair. The only way I think they could pull that off, and I do remember that report, Creature Lives reminded me on Twitter, that they did say also at one point there are discussions about Roman Reigns, CM Punk, which I believe. I believe there have been discussions about CM Punk, Roman, discussions about Bianca, Rhea Ripley, and discussions about Tiffany, Charlotte Flair. I believe all those reports because you can have discussion for 5 seconds, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't mean anything to have a discussion about something. Just because you discussed it don't mean it's happening, right? So I believe all that happened. But let's say it was going to happen. Let's say they had inside information and they knew for a fact that Bianca and Rhea Ripley were going to face each other. How would that work? The only way that would possibly work. Dude, how many times do you tweet? Where's the Bianca and Rhea Ripley one? Damn, I probably already skipped it by accident. Anyway. The only way that could possibly work is if the plan is to start the feud at Mania and then it continues on from there, right? So Bianca Belair wins the chamber. He picks Rhea. She loses, that's what's going to happen. She loses. That would kick off the storyline. To go from Bianca losing at Mania and then the next match may be at SummerSlam. So basically, this is the start of the feud. The Mania match is the start of the feud. It continues into the freaking, I just found it, wow. Right when I almost gave up. The Bianca Rhea Ripley match at Mania starts the feud, goes into SummerSlam, goes to Survivor Series, and goes all the way back to Mania the next year. A year-long storyline is the only way that would work, in my mind. But that would mean that Bianca loses at 41. She wins the chamber. She faces Rhea Ripley. They have a very competitive, respectful match. Rhea wins, ending the Mania streak, by the way. So that's no more Mania streak, which doesn't make sense to me. You would think they want to preserve the Mania streak so you can use it later on, but whatever. She would beat Bianca there. Bianca would take it on the chin, but slowly but surely, that loss would bother her. Slowly but surely, you get a heel turn. SummerSlam main event. The 2 nights. Night 1 or night 2 main event. Bianca may win at that point. So they could tell like a year-long storyline with these two, possibly. Is it likely? No. I still say probably EO, somebody like that, facing Rhea Ripley. Only issue I'm having is, let's say it is EO Rhea at Mania. What the frack is Bianca in? What is she doing? Any like tag team thing is out the window with Bayley going to Raw. I thought they might do Bayley, Bianca, Jade against Naomi and the Meta Girls. That's not happening. Bayley's going to Raw. She's out of this. It's over. So what the hell are you doing with Bianca? Triple threat match? I don't buy it. I don't buy Bianca, Jade, Naomi match. I just don't see it. I'm not convinced. A non-title triple threat with Bianca, Jade, and Naomi, I don't see it. So, I mean, it's possible. I just don't see it. I can't predict it. It'd be a first time we got anything like that. First time we get a non-title match like that. So what the hell's the plan? Is it possible that they're having Naomi have a feud with Jade and Bianca is separate from that somehow? That Bianca wins the chamber and faces Rhea Ripley at Mania? Tell the EO stands that. Tell the EO Sky stands that one. Bianca's going to win the chamber and Bianca's going to face Rhea Ripley. Oh my God. The hate that you see online will quadruple. You know what's funny? I'm considered to be this like Joshi hater, which is funny because I love Joshi. I watch it all the time. EO's in my top 5. It's Bianca, Cerise freaking Joshi. She's number 2 for me. And EO's number 3. Literally, my top 5 have like 3 or 4 Joshis in it for the women. But these EO stands online hate me because I tell the truth. Sorry guys, EO's not going to win the Rumble. Oh, shut up! You're awful. We hate you. You're Hitler. I'm Hitler because I think EO won't win the Rumble. It's madness. I'm an EO fan. I'm just realist. I love EO Sky. I love Suri. I love these talents in Japan. I'm just not going to lie and say, oh, we'll be delusional. EO's going to win the Rumble. She won't. Not going to win the Rumble. I'm not gonna tell you that's gonna happen when it's clear as day it's gonna be Charlotte Flair. All right. All I do is praise Io. All I do. She's my top three: Bianca, Sari, Io Sky. But I'm a hater because I tell the truth. I'm sorry. I remember when, know how all this started? Well, not started. It happened before that. But when I had the gall to say that Julia would lose to Roxanne because Cora Jade would show up, got all these people saying, "Oh, screw you! I'm gonna block you!" All this nonsense. And then what happened? Exactly what I said happened, and they blocked me because they thought I was gonna like attack them. Like, no, I don't care. It's freaking wrestling. Like, calm down. Like, it's weird. People are weird. Yes, I'm sorry to tell you the truth. Io Sky is not gonna win the Rumble. The Chamber is still an option for her though. You can still win the Chamber. You do Io versus Rhea Ripley at Mania, and bada bing, bada boom. They did tease a match with those two when Io was holding that belt. So yeah, it could happen. Then Bianca would probably just be doing something. I don't know. She'll have a spot on Mania card. I just don't know what that'll be. I'd be surprised if it was like a triple threat match. Probably some tag thing. I don't know. Who knows? I have no idea. No clue. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I have no idea what they're doing with Bianca at Mania. No clue. I'm lost. Asuka stands are worse. Yeah, they're bad. I'm like, yeah, sorry, creature lives. You know that's the truth. I'm not gonna lie to you. Asuka stands are horrendous on Twitter. They went after poor Suzuki. Natsumi Suzuki. They went after her because she stood next to Asuka and she pointed like this at herself. They thought she was doing like a thumbs down on Asuka. Like, you guys are crazy. Calm the hell. I was so embarrassed. Like, I was so mad. Like, she deleted the tweet. Like, I'm sorry, I apologize. Like, apologize for what? You did nothing wrong. Like, Asuka stands need to calm the hell down on Twitter. Like, it's ridiculous, man. It's they went on the attack because you had like a picture. It was so bad. Poor Natsumi. That was hilarious. Io, Rhea, Bianca? No, not a chance. Not a chance they do that. It'll be Rhea, Io, probably. One-on-one match, one chamber winner. They won't sacrifice the Bianca Rhea Ripley storyline, which is clearly something they want to do. They won't sacrifice that to tell some greater story between Bianca, Io, and Rhea Ripley. That's not going to happen. It'll be a one-on-one match. For better or for worse, one-on-one, Rhea, Io, probably the most likely going to happen. Most likely. Call me Jadoff Hitler. What's wrong with you? Let me see if I can find that image, by the way. That terrible image she had. Let me see if I can find that on Twitter real quick. How dare she stand by Asuka's picture and point at herself? She's doing a point. She's doing a thumbs down. I gotta find this thing. I was so mad. Or Shozuki interacting with the Twitters and catching a stray for no reason. Let me see if I can find that image real quick. For funsies. Let me see if I can find it. Probably won't because you deleted it. It's on her Twitter. She deleted it, so you're not gonna find it. But this is something similar to it. So yeah, this is the batch of Twitter. So yeah, so this is the picture you had on there. Not the exact one, but this is from the set. They're having a good old time at Mania, enjoying themselves with Io and backstage, right? Taking pictures, having a good old time, pointing at themselves. Like, here's Nanae, Suzuki, got Hikagoto having a good old time. Here's a poster. Here's Asuka right there, standing next to Asuka. And one of the pictures, she pointed at herself. Here, here it is. God forbid they went on the attack. They went on the attack for this image because they thought, come on now. Like, I mean, are you serious? Are you serious? They thought there was like her doing a thumbs down on Asuka. I'm like, you guys are insane. This woman is taking a picture next to Asuka in the nice picture. I'm here, WWE cool experience, pointing at herself. You're like, oh, she's pointing down. She's saying, boo, Asuka, boo. You guys have no shame. The poor woman had to delete it. She had to delete the tweet for this image. Like, that's sad. So now she's going to have a bad experience with WWE, a bad experience with online fans, just because she pointed at herself. It's just crazy online. It's just crazy, man. It's insane. Poor woman. Atsumi Shozuki, mind her own business, cashing her stray online. It's crazy. It's crazy. Poor Asuka. Woman was doing nothing but pointing at herself. Thumb down. She's thumbed down to Asuka. Bad. Bad. Oh, here's the other one. Nanae Takahashi. She has a reputation or a rumored feud with Asuka in real life, right? They have real beef. Real beef. They don't like each other, apparently, right? Took a picture next to Asuka. She's doing this. And they think, oh, she's doing L like like she's calling Asuka a loser. That's what you're doing. She's calling Asuka a loser. Like, it's insanity. Like, fandom can make people crazy. Nanae, Shozuki, neither one of them were hitting on Asuka at all. They're having a good old time taking a picture, and they start getting attacked online. I'm like, this is really bad. It's really bad. Can you give Nia Jax some praise? Oh, yeah, she's great. I've been praising her like crazy. Nia Jax has been one of the best signings. She gives the division something different. Like, she gives the division a hot heel who gets a lot of heat. She's someone who she gives something to the division that no one else can really provide. That dominant presence, that her size and physicality. She's great. She had a great match with Rhea Ripley. She's been awesome. One of the best signings Triple H has made recently. I think she's great. She's funny as well. She's funny. Doesn't take herself too seriously. She gets shit online. She gets a lot of shit online for no damn reason. It's really stupid. I think she's great. I'm a big fan of Nia. Big fan. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Creature Lives just reminded me. There's this weird thing online between Io Sky stands and Asuka stands, where Asuka stands hate Io, and Io stands are I don't even want to say they hate Asuka, but something happened. I forgot what it was. Something happened online where that I think Io fans were crapping on Asuka for something. I can't remember what it was. I think maybe during the time when Io beat Asuka on SmackDown, something like that. Something happened, and ever since then, Asuka stans have been shitting on Io all the time. It's really weird when they're really friends in real life. It's kind of weird. It's really weird. Thoughts on Alexa Bliss's situation? Oh yeah, so Alexa Bliss, according to reports, I don't 100%. Let's just take it for. Let's say it's true. We don't know for sure, but Alexa Bliss apparently wants more money. She's under contract. WWE wanted her to continue on her contract, but she wants another deal, and she's working with her agent to get another deal to get more money. I think Alexa Bliss is out of her damn mind for a couple of reasons. One, you're not Cody Rhodes, you're not Charlotte Flair, you're not Bianca, you're not even at this stage a Jade or a Tiffany. Not even a Tiffany right now. Triple H has women in the cut, women in the clip, waiting to pull the trigger on. There are ridiculously talented women who are athletic as hell in NXT, who can talk on the mic, who can go in the ring, and you are in no position to try to pressure them into giving you more money right now. No. God bless her. Okay, Alexa Bliss can retire tomorrow, and WWE will not blink an eye at this point. All right, to tell you the truth, that's the case. Okay, they don't need Alexa Bliss at all. If they can tell Sasha Banks to, we're good, you think you'll have a problem with Alexa Bliss at all? No. So Alexa Bliss needs to be careful. Assuming these are true, I mean, we don't know the reports are true. She needs to continue on her current deal, do good work, and hope that they care enough to give her more money on the next deal. Okay, because she's not required. She's not of that ilk at this point. She's not going to be delivering anything that they can't already get from somewhere else right now. So, Alexa Bliss, she's a star. She has merch, right? She sells merch, but they don't need her. They're hot. So, any attempt to strong arm a new deal when you have an existing deal, not the best approach, I don't think, assuming those reports are true. I see Bianca Belair fans split 50-50 split on running Bianca and Rhea Ripley. I'm on the side of yes, run the show, no more delays. Whether it's now or later, they should get the best storyline possible. The reason why I would say no now is only because I don't trust that the story will be good right now. That's the only reason. I'm thinking about the storyline, what they're going to do. If you told me right now, the storyline would be great, then yeah, do it now. Start, sure. But I don't have no confidence in that. So that's why I'm saying, you know what? Just hold off. Let Rhea Ripley face EO. After Mania, plan it out, a year-long build for 42. That's why I say. Bianca's with Naomi and Jay Cargo nonsense. Rhea's doing nothing right now because her filler feud with Nia Jax is done. But I just don't trust it. Now, you could argue, here's an argument. Bianca Belair has been on a lot of freaking Netflix ads for Raw. She's nowhere to be found. Was that an indicator or a spoiler of some sorts? Does that mean that Bianca will be on Raw with a quickness here in a few weeks? I don't know. But she's been all over the Netflix advertisement. She ain't on Netflix. So it's possible that was the reason, because she's ultimately going to be on Netflix soon, challenging Rhea, but I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I'm going to say they wanted her on the cover of those Netflix posters because she's a star and she's a black queen, and wanted her to be on that poster for show representation and all that stuff. That's my guess right now. But it is weird that she's not been on Raw yet. Well, then again, that's going to change. I keep forgetting. Breaking news: Bianca Naomi versus Liv Morgan Raquel on Raw. So she will be on Raw. So never mind. Just remember that. If you didn't know, Adam Pearce came on Twitter and said, "Hey, by the way, Bianca and Naomi will face Liv Morgan and Raquel on Raw." So that pin makes a little bit more sense, I guess. Well, not really. No, not really. But Bianca will be on Raw next week.
All right, everybody. Adam Pearce coming at you bright and easy on a Sunday morning. And what a night it was for the champions of the Red Brand. At Saturday night's main event is Rhea Ripley,
Jordan Grace won the tag
and Gunther all retained.
Titles with someone.
We move on to Monday Night Raw tomorrow night live from Atlanta, GA. Where I have two big matches to announce. First things first.
Come out in WWE.
What happened last week? Both men have requested it. And that request is approved. It will be Sami Zayn one-on-one with Drew McIntyre.
If they don't sign Masha anytime soon,
women's tag team action. Bianca Belair and Naomi will oppose the team of Raquel Rodriguez,
Ivy Nile,
and Liv Morgan. You best bet you that Lash and Jakar are watching this one because they got their eyes on the prize this Tuesday on NXT. Guys, all that and so much more coming at you live tomorrow night from the ATL, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on Netflix. You know the deal. It's the flagship It's Monday Night Raw, and it
Y'all think
is.
KC2 are in the doghouse?
I don't even have to say it, do I, girl?
Because they don't
See you
get
tomorrow.
no pops.
All right,
KC2?
everybody. Adam Pearce coming at you bright and easy on a Sunday morning, and what a night it was
KC2?
for the
I'm blanking
champions
on
of
what
the
the hell
Red
that
Brand.
means, KC2.
And Saturday night's main event is Rhea
Hayden Carter,
Ripley,
Katana
Braun
Chance.
Breaker, and Gunther all retain. And we
Is that
move
what you're
on
talking
to
about?
Monday Night Raw tomorrow night live
Gordon
from Atlanta,
Rhea-
GA, where I have two big
you think
matches to announce.
Bianca
First things first. Off of
be
what
in the
happened last
tag
week, both
division?
men have requested it.
Then they put Rhea Ripley in
That
there anytime
request is
soon.
approved.
I think Rhea
It
Ripley
will
will
be
be
Sami Zayn one-on-one with Drew McIntyre.
Well, maybe
Plus,
down the line.
Women's tag team
Maybe sometime
action.
down the line. So be in the tag
Bianca
division.
Belair and
Not anytime
Naomi
soon,
will
that's for damn
oppose
sure.
the team of Raquel Rodriguez
Yeah, it was Kate and
and
Katana.
Liv
Okay,
Morgan.
that's
And
what
you
I
best
thought.
bet you that Lash and Jakar are watching this one because they
They're
got
down
their
in
eyes on
NXT
the
now,
prize
right?
this Tuesday
So
on
once
NXT.
the NXT titles
Guys, all that and so
are
much more coming at you
won
live
by
tomorrow
Lash
night
and
from the
Jakara,
ATL,
you'll see more
8
of them
Eastern, 5
potentially
Pacific
because the tag team
on
division
Netflix.
is going
You know the
down
deal.
there.
It's the flagship. It's
which makes
Monday Night
sense.
Raw. And it
Triple H wants to be done with
is.
that for a while. We're done with
I
the
don't
tag
have to say
division
it,
for a
do I,
while, so they're
girl?
putting those down in NXT.
See you tomorrow.
Shawn Michaels will be there.
All
He'll be
right,
there.
everybody. Adam Pearce coming at you bright
their
and
booker
easy
for
on
a
a
while.
Sunday morning, and what a night it
them,
was
I mean
for the
those tag
champions of the
titles.
Red Brand.
But it'll go up
And
every once in a
Saturday
while. They'll
night's
come
main
out to Raw.
event
They'll
is
come
Rhea
out to
Ripley,
SmackDown.
Braun
I think
Breaker,
Lash and
and
Carl will be
Gunther
on
all
both,
retain.
all three shows.
We move on to Monday Night
They'll-
Raw tomorrow
they'll
night
travel.
live from Atlanta,
They're used to
GA,
it now.
where I have two big
Lash has
matches
been on
to
SmackDown
announce.
a while
First
now.
things first. Off of what
And
happened
Jakara's
last
been on
week,
SmackDown a
both
few
men have
times now,
requested
so
it.
They'll float
That
to
request
Raw.
is approved.
to
It will
SmackDown, but
be
the
Sami
base will
Zayn
be
one-on-one
NXT.
with Drew
That's where you'll get
McIntyre. Plus,
Kaden
women's
Carter,
tag team
Kaden
action.
Carter and Katana
Bianca
Chance
Belair and Naomi
against
will
Lash
oppose
and
the
Jakara.
team of
Something like that.
Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan.
Oh wait, what?
You
Is that thing on? Oops. See my my headphones was off because it turned off after a while to save the battery, which is smart. But I could not hear. Let me see something. Let me see something.
Best bet you that.
Let me do this. My bad. It was on the whole dark time. How long? Let's see. Aiden Connor, the ton of chance, and how long? Let's see. Let's see. I didn't. The first comment came in at 12. I'm not 12. 2:32. Maybe 4 minutes. Okay, that's not bad. As long as it was like 4 or 5 minutes. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance will be in NXT for a while. I believe the Lash and Jakara will win those tag titles. They'll be down there as their base, but they'll still be traveling to Raw and SmackDown. But NXT will be their base, and that's fine. That's fine. A lot of women down there. A lot of women. Kendall Gray, DG. There's a lot of women who aren't being used that much. So having tag titles down there will help them get on TV more often. Thoughts on tag belts making the Rumble card? Good for them. It's good for I believe Motor City Machine Guns at their first PLE. So good for Motor City Machine Guns. 2 out of 3 falls sounds fun. DIY against Motor City Machine Guns sounds good match, so that'd be fun. The quicker they get Bianca away from the tag division, the better. Yeah, agreed. I want to see Lyra as a fighting champ. Speaking of Lyra, there's this image going around of possible Mania matches coming up here. It has Lyra against Becky. I love that idea. Yeah, do that. I agree. They should do that for sure. You have a young talent against an established talent for Mania spot. I say do it. Here it is. So all this sounds plausible. I'd say Charlotte, Tiffany, probably the most obvious lock at this point. They keep having Charlotte Flair's freaking vignette play before Tiffany comes out. They're spelling it out for you. They're not keeping it a secret. Tiffany Charlotte Flair is a match for Mania. Cool. Rhea Ripley? Sure. I see that as well. That makes sense. Io win the chamber. Charlotte wins the Rumble. Fine. Bailey, Roxanne, not sure about that one. For Mania. Could I see that stand and deliver? Could I see it at Vengeance Day? Sure. But Mania, I'm not entirely sure that's a Mania match. That could be a stand and deliver match. It could be a Vengeance Day match. But Mania, I don't know about that. We're seeing Bailey and Julia next week. Not next week. In 2 days, be Bailey, Julia versus Roxanne and Cora Jade. I think then the next step is the next PLE. Roxanne, Bailey at Vengeance Day. If it happens there, this match is not happening. You don't run that match at Vengeance Day and then run it at Mania. Doesn't make any sense. So let's hold off on Roxanne and Bailey for Mania. I think people are getting excited. People are getting excited for that, but let's hold off. We don't know. Maybe NXT thing. But Lyra Becky makes sense for me. If you want that belt to be defended on the Big Show, by Big Show I mean Mania, have a star like Becky Lynch as a heel, take on Lyra Valkyria. That match would slap. I think it'd be great. I'm all aboard the Lyra Becky Lynch match for Mania. For that mid-card belt. Io versus Rhea Ripley not happening. Bailey, Roxanne not happening. Tiffany Charlotte Flair happening. Becky versus Lyra, maybe. Io Rhea Ripley can very much happen. I think it's possible. But I bet am I certain? No. I'm certain about this. Like Tiffany Charlotte Flair, I'm certain, right? That one, I'm definitely certain about that. But Rhea, Io, not really. And I want Becky, Lyra. It makes a lot of sense for both of those women. Bailey, Roxanne, I'll say no right now for Mania. That's a no. That's more like Vengeance Day, I think. But what the hell is Roxanne going to do at Vengeance Day, right? Probably Bailey. One thing I gotta say. I keep wanting to reiterate this point, make it clear. Triple H and WWE as a whole do not do non-title women's matches, okay? In singles. Said it again. Triple H does not book non-title singles matches for Mania. So if we get one, that's a shocker. If we get one, that's a shocker. We'll usually get 2 singles matches for belts, WWE title, world title, and a tag match. That's what always happened. What we're getting now is 2 additional matches potentially because of those mid-card belts. So to then say we're going to get on top of that Bailey Roxanne or Bianca Jade, that's just a stretch for me. I hope that's the case. I would love to get a non-title singles match for the women. I would love that. Bianca talked about that last year. She wants non-title matches for the women. I just don't see that. So the best chance is to use the mid-card belts. How do you do that? Big star against the champion. Lyra, Becky. The star power of Becky and her mid-card belt, Lyra's, might be enough to get that match on Mania. Roxanne Bailey with no title, shit ain't happening. Not at Mania. That's maybe Stand Deliver, maybe Vengeance Day, but not Mania. Bianca Jade, non-title, don't see it. The only match I could see is Bianca Charlotte Flair last year, because it's Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair. That's the only thing I could see where it'd be like a non-title match potentially. It'd take 2 massive stars like that. Even then, it's a stretch. It's never happened before, folks. It's never happened. I can't fantasy book something that's never happened before. That's crazy talk. When it happens, then I'll change my tune when it comes to fantasy booking. But I can't fantasy book something that's never ever happened ever. You know? I think so, Razar. I think so. I think they're gonna do Bianca Charlotte Flair non-title. I think so. But that's Bianca and Charlotte Flair, right? That's like the queen and the EST. Even that would have been a stretch. That would have been a stretch. But yeah, the hope is the mid card belts can be used to make other matches. Lyra Becky works for me. Now the other one would be I would book Chelsea Green, drop that belt to Jordan Grace. That's all I would do. Before Mania, we have Jordan Grace a champion against someone. I don't know. Or you do like a triple threat or four-way to get more women on the card. So I'm thinking Lyra Becky for one title. And the other one would be Chelsea Green, Jordan Grace, Michin. Would say Naomi, but the problem is Naomi is in a feud with Jade Cargill at this point, I think. But yeah, that's what you do. Use those mid-card belts to get other matches on the card. David, the problem with that you're putting Bianca would have to win. Bianca, I'm talking without you guys seeing what he's like. David said that Naomi champion versus Bianca versus Jade for the U.S. title. No, that's a no. Bianca Belair, sorry. At this point, Bianca Belair should not be in a match for the mid-card belt at Mania because one, she has a Mania streak, so she has to win. And I don't want them to have that belt on her. I want her to be free for the Rhea Ripley storyline whenever that happens. So exactly. Now you could do Naomi defeating Chelsea Green before Mania. Then you do Naomi versus Jade Cargill for the belt. That could work. Naomi against Jade Cargill for the U.S. title. Naomi would have to get the U.S. title somehow. I don't know how you do that. I guess she just faces Chelsea Green and wins it. I don't know. But yeah, Naomi be champion and faces Jade Cargill for the U.S. title. Bianca could do, who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? Maya, I'm about to block you from the channel. Bianca Belair, special guest referee. That's like the I would slap Triple H and then run for my life. What? I know you're trolling. I know you're trolling. I know. That's insane. Can you imagine? Bianca Belair, special guest referee. I'll be pissed. You have a talent like Bianca Belair. One of the best in the world. She's not wrestling on the card. She's refereeing. I know you're trolling. I know. That'd be so like. I wouldn't know what to say. I wouldn't know what to say. I would just give up. I just give up. That'd be crazy. It'd be hilarious. I'll laugh my ass off and then get really, really pissed. It'd be funny at first, then I get really, really mad. Yeah. They could do Naomi Jade Cargill for the U.S. title. Possible. They could do Bianca Rhea Ripley at that point. They could. But like I said, Bianca will have to lose, and then you tell the storyline. Then the story really kicks off. Goes to Raw. She wins like the Queen in the Ring. She faces Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. Like, I'm fine with that happening. I will sacrifice Bianca's Mania streak. Fine. Bianca loses Rhea Ripley. Fine. Okay, fine. I don't want her to lose her Mania streak, but if it happens, fine. I would take that if you have a very good, well thought out, organized storyline that goes a year. Then fine. Have Bianca win the chamber, face Rhea Ripley, lose, and then tell a great storyline. I'm fine with that. But at this point, I still say it's probably Io or somebody like that. And Bianca will be with the Naomi Jade Cargill storyline in some capacity What does that mean? Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. Bianca versus Rhea has been discussed internally, according to Fightful. Yes, Bianca Io has not. I think you mean Charlotte Flair. I think you mean Charlotte Flair. I think you mean Rhea Ripley. Io has not, according to Fightful. But he did put that damn. By he I mean Triple H. He did put that damn visual in our heads. He didn't have to do this, right? He didn't have to have Io and Rhea Ripley holding the damn belt. He didn't have to do this, right? He chose to. Why? I don't know. But he didn't have to do it. Didn't have to. So, it's possible that at the Chamber, Io wins it and faces Rhea Ripley at Mania. Possible. Creature Lives, I disagree. Becky versus Rhea Ripley 2, 0 chance. 0. That's 0. They're not running that back again. Not back-to-back years. Not off a return at the Rumble. 0. I thought about it for a while. There's a 0% chance to do that again. Becky returns. She faces Lyra or somewhere like that, but not Rhea Ripley. It's over. That storyline is over. Even if she turns up as a heel, it's over. Now, it's possible if there's like a pivot or like an injury, sure. Let's say Io gets injured, then all bets are off. But you have Io right there. You gave us this visual. You put it in our heads already. Becky Lynch faced her last year. Match was okay. If Io got injured, then all bets are off. They can pivot to whatever they want. But I don't think they book Becky Rhea Ripley 2 off the back of Becky Lynch being out for a while. Off the back of her being embarrassed by Liv Morgan for months, saying, I retired Becky Lynch. That's what Liv's been saying the entire time. Either she returns and faces Liv Morgan, or she returns as a heel and faces Lyra Valkyria. Keep her away from Rhea Ripley, please. We've seen enough. We've seen enough. Yep. Bianca and Rhea Ripley did have a segment after 39. They were teasing it back then. They've been teasing it for months. Like every 6 to 8 months, they tease Bianca, Rhea Ripley. I've said it before, I said it again. That's Triple H's end game. His end game is Bianca, Rhea Ripley. He teases it every 6 to 8 months. He teases it, right? So yeah, that's his end game. He's waiting. We're just waiting and waiting for it to happen. But now that we waited so long, might as well make it good. Might as well wait until it's good. Okay, don't force it at this point. Unless you have like a real actual storyline, then fine. But yeah, they've been teasing that forever. Every 6 to 8 months, they tease it again. Just remind you, oh yeah, we have this in our pocket, right? We have it in our pocket whenever we want. Today, love this right here. This is Triple H right here. I have it in my pocket at any point. Any point I can pull it out, right? We're just waiting and waiting and waiting. But this is his end game for sure. That Bianca rumor was just to throw off predictions. Yeah, probably. I don't see it happening this year. And Bianca will be with Naomi and Jade, whatever that is. I think Rhea Ripley could face Io or whatever. Maybe even a Jordan Grace. Whoever wins the Chamber, whether it's Io, whether it's Jordan, whether it's Raquel, whatever, that's her match. The big storyline, the one with all the creative juice, will be the Rumble winner who challenges Tiffany. Okay, so every year, the Rumble winner gets the biggest storyline, right? So Cody Rhodes, right? Biggest storyline for the women. Bayley, right? Biggest storyline for the women. Her dispute with Damage Control, her dispute with Io, that was the biggest storyline. Wasn't great, but it was the biggest one, right? This year, Charlotte Flair winning, challenging Tiffany, will be the one with the most storyline, the most creative juice. And then Rhea Ripley will just be like, I'm a champion. I'll face the chamber winner, probably be Io, and that'll be that. But expect Charlotte Flair to get the big storyline coming out of Rumble when she faces Tiffany. How about Bianca and Jordynne Grace? That'd be cool. That'd be great. But again, that's a non-title match. I'll see it when I believe it. I'll see it when I believe it. I will love to see a non-title singles match for the women. But until it happens, I will never predict it. The men get it all the time. The men get it all the time. Got Finn against Edge last year, wasn't it? 2 years ago, Edge, Finn. We got some other ones last year, I'm sure, right? I would love to have a non-title singles match for the women. I love it. But until it happens, I will never fantasy book it. It's a waste of time until it happens. Bianca talked about it last year. You know, it was, that's why I love Bianca. She knows, like, the women should be having non-title singles matches. I believe that this was happening, right? Because the plan was to do Bianca Tiffany. And I could be wrong about this. I could be wrong. But I believe that's what she wanted. Go look at her IG back in the day, if you can find it. You probably can't, but she was posting about Tiffany. You guys, what do you guys think? When we faced Tiffany at Mania, that was what she was posting. She was talking about Tiffany all the time. That's the match she wanted. She wanted a one-on-one match. That's what I believe. I don't know that for sure, but that's what she wanted, I think, based on all her interviews. But they ended up pivoting with a clear as day pivot. They pivoted to the big three: Bianca, Jade, and Naomi. That was a pivot, folks. He wanted to face Tiffany. Now, some folk got mad when I said that, but it's obvious to me. Obvious. Women on title. You wanted to face Tiffany. Argue with your mama was obvious. Let me see if I can find this freaking video. Here it is.
What are the goals you still want to accomplish?
Yeah, I've accomplished a lot so quickly. No, I've made Mania Night 1. I would love to main event WrestleMania Night 2 because I feel like that's a whole nother status type of thing. I would love to be a part of a women's match that doesn't even have a title. I would love to get to WrestleMania where both women's titles are defended, the tag team titles are defended, but we also have a women's match on the card that the storyline is just so great that we don't necessarily have to have a title. I feel like the men do it all the time, and I feel like it would show how much the women's roster has evolved because that's how much talent that we have. We just need more matches. We just have so many women, and I would.
She said it like 2 or 3 times. Like, there's not even one interview. She said like 3 or 4 interviews about the same topic. It's right during the midst of her Tiffany spats, right? Going to be Tiffany Bianca non-title. That changed. Once that changed, she talked about this. These are her dialogue. Her interviews kept saying, I would love to have non-title matches for the women. Hint. They cut the Tiffany storyline and went with Jade, Naomi, Bianca, Big Three. The match was cool for what it was, but it ended very quickly. Bianca was like, all right, I guess I won. It's over. The match is over. But it's clear to me the plan was Tiffany Bianca. That was the plan. Tiffany was supposed to replace Charlotte Flair in the storyline, but then they wanted to get Jade Cargill in the Mania spot, so they pivoted to the Big Three against whoever the hell they faced. I don't remember. Who cares? That's the truth. Everything about the Bianca Tiffany feud was about Tiffany Bianca at Mania. She came in, she confronted Bianca Belair right out the gate. Remember that? I'm not afraid to step to the baddest woman in WWE, right? And she slapped the hell out of Michin. Remember that? She beat Michin one-on-one. She beat Naomi one-on-one. She was undefeated. Undefeated on SmackDown. But who didn't she face? Bianca Belair. It was obvious, people. They even had her face Michin again. She ran through the entire division and faced Michin again. Wouldn't you want to face Bianca Belair at that point? Like, wouldn't that be the next step? They didn't want to do it because the plan was Bianca, Tiffany at Mania. But then she beat Michin again, and she disappeared off TV. Completely disappeared. Remember that? She just disappeared completely. Where the hell is Tiffany? Where's she at? She's gone. And they pivoted. The freaking big three because of Jade freaking Cargill. Jade Cargill has 100% impacted Bianca Belair's booking. And I don't like it. That's the truth of the matter. I don't love it. Do not like it. Oh well. This was her first day on the show. Her first day on the show was this. Did you slap Bianca? No. She slapped Michin. Did you wrestle Bianca? No. The plan was to face her at Mania. And then the plan changed because of the one they call Jade Cargill. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Asuka lost again. It was the big three against Damage Control, right? Some nonsense. This is nonsense, what it was. But every time Tiffany was on TV, every time Bianca was there, every step of the way, go look at her, go look on YouTube, Google Tiffany SmackDown debut, go look at every week after that. Every week, it was Tiffany and Bianca in a segment together in some fashion, right? It was obvious. The plan was Bianca, Charlotte Flair. That was the plan. For Mania, they pivoted because Charlotte Flair got injured. Who we got? Bring up Tiffany. They built up Tiffany. Undefeated streak. Undefeated, right? Only person she didn't face was Bianca Belair. Then she disappeared. Then we got the Bianca, Jade, Naomi storyline. It was a pivot. It's pretty obvious to me. People want to argue and say I'm wrong. It's obvious what happened. Obvious. It was a pivot. Every step of the way, Tiffany was confronting Bianca Belair. Every step of the way. Okay? Let me not get copyright claimed here. This is before. This is after though. This is afterwards, right? But this is after Mania. But before Mania, every clip had Tiffany in it with Bianca. Every clip. Every clip. But if you don't believe me, go look for yourself. Every clip had Bianca and Tiffany together. That was the plan. That was the plan, folks. And then they pivoted. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Even the Rumble spot, even the Royal Rumble spot, folks, was what? Tiffany on Bianca's braid. Did the match happen? No, because they pivoted. Go look at her run from the moment she debuted until the moment they pivoted to the big three. Every segment was Bianca Tiffany. Every single one was Bianca Tiffany. That was the plan. And then Jade Cargill happened. Gotta get Jade Cargill on the card. How do we get Jade Cargill on the card? Big three. Tag match. I wonder how Bianca Belair's booking would go if Jade never went to WWE or she was in NXT. How would this year have gone for Bianca? Interesting to think about. Every step of the way. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. I think they pivoted a second time because Asuka was injured, so Jade got attacked. I think originally it would have been Bianca and Naomi versus the Kabuki Warriors. Maybe. I know one thing. The plan was Bianca Tiffany. That was the plan. That's for damn sure. Bianca Tiffany was the plan. That would have been cooked. That would have been great. That would have cooked. But things happen. Things happen, I guess. Every step of the way, folks. Every step of the way. All right, folks, I'm going to wrap up the stream. Any other questions before I wrap it up? Any lasting questions? Because you may not hear me. Well, that's not true. I gave you my other Twitter account. So here's my other Twitter account, folks. I am locked out of my original tweet. Oh, yeah, so Bailey looking at the belt. Oh, okay. So you're saying... So Creature Lives to send me this. He's implying that we could get a Bailey Rhea storyline, because Bailey looking at that belt, and Bailey not face Rhea at Mania, so they may have Rhea Ripley face all of the current horsewomen that are in the company, because Sasha's not there, Mercedes not there, so they could do Bailey. I'd be surprised. It'd be weird for her to go from Roxanne back up to Raw to face Rhea. That'd be kind of weird. She's full on face right now. But I get your point. I get what you mean. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I'd be surprised if we got Rhea Bailey at Mania. That'd be a surprise. But I get what you're saying. I see what you're saying. It could just be Bailey working, like, you know how Bailey just does things on her own? Like, she does shit on her own. It may not have been planned at all for this. It may just be Bailey, like, freestyling right now, but I get your point. I didn't know this at the time. I just forgot about it. I remember talking about this, but I forgot about it. Anyway, last questions. I think Bailey versus Rhea Ripley. Okay, so you think so as well. Scott Soccer TV. Okay, we'll see. I'm gonna say no, but we'll see. This is big proof that even when you're Bianca Belair, Triple H doesn't give you the non-title singles matches. True. Unless it's Charlotte Flair. I do believe Bianca Charlotte Flair. So they pivoted because it was Tiffany. That's why they pivoted. If it was Bianca Charlotte Flair, Big Char would have put her foot down. No. Charlotte would have been like, nope, I'm facing Bianca Belair. That match would have happened for sure. But because it was Tiffany, they could pivot. Charlotte don't play that. If they told him at the beginning of the year, hey, Charlotte Flair, you're facing Bianca, that match is happening. But she got injured. Tiffany is young. She's new. Put her aside. Like, nope, Tiffany, no Mania spot for you. It's kind of awkward online because people are asking, hey, Tiffany, they've been building you up. Are you getting a Mania match? It's like, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying nothing. It's kind of funny. But yeah, it's kind of obvious. And Tiffany got screwed a little bit there. Got screwed. But she's fine now. She's champion, so who cares? Everything worked out for her. All worked out fine. Charlotte ain't stepping into no damn chamber. Well, I will say this. Charlotte Flair has never competed in a chamber. So it may be something new for her. But I agree. She's winning the Rumble. So there will be no chamber match right now. But I think she'll want to do it because she's never done it before. At this stage of her career, she wants new experiences. So I think we'll get her in the chamber eventually, but not this year. I think she win the Rumble, so no. No chamber for Charlotte Flair, I don't think. But I'm happy she's back. On SmackDown, they had a nice little vignette. She looked very expensive. Looked very expensive. Which is a good thing. That is a good thing. And update, I'm still locked out. I'm still suspended on Twitter. So over the course of this stream, that did not change. Like I said before, I'll only get nervous if by Wednesday I'm still suspended. But this is my backup Twitter account posted in the chat. Backup one for now. I just wanted Rhea Ripley Bianca so bad. I do too. I confess, I've been talking about that for a while now. That's what I want the most. Is the biggest match they can make. Yeah, I hope I get it back soon. But Bianca Rhea Ripley is the biggest match in all of wrestling, I think, for women. Sorry, Joshi stands. You may say Io, Mayu with Toni, or well, Io Mayu is a big one, but not bigger than Bianca Rhea Ripley, I don't think. You may say Sari. No, I think for the Joshi stands, Io Mayu is the biggest match you can make, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Io Mayu the biggest match you can make over there? What would be the alternative to that? Already saw Sari Mayu. That already happened. We already saw Sari and Julia. So like the biggest match is Io Mayu, right? I think so. So yeah, so that's not bigger than Bianca Rhea Ripley. Bianca Rhea Ripley is the biggest match you can make in women's wrestling. Mercedes already faced Mayu. Did you say Sari Sasha, or I'm sorry, Sari Mercedes? No, not from a box office standpoint, not from a hype perspective. No, the biggest match is Bianca Rhea, then probably Bianca Charlotte, and then you can bring in Mayu, Io, and then Sari, maybe Sari Mercedes, stuff like that. But no, the biggest match is Bianca Rhea Ripley. So if that's the biggest match in all of women's wrestling, you make sure that you have your I's dotted and your T's crossed when it comes to storytelling perspective. We don't want to drop the ball there. We want to make sure that that match is good. Anyway. Io Julia. That's not bigger than Io Mayu. No. Io and Mayu have history from their days in Japan. So no, it's not. Julia is not on Mayu's level in terms of prestige and hype in Japan. So that's a no. Io Mayu is way bigger than Io Julia. It is. That's big, but not bigger than Mayu Io. Io literally like put Mayu under her wing. Like a different thing. It's a different thing. A different thing. Io Stephanie, that's gonna be great. That's gonna be a big time dream match for me. Io versus Stephanie Vicaire. It's gonna be so good. So good. Whenever that happens. Oh, by the way, Stephanie against Tessa Blanchard will be a good one as well. Sorry, folks. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Since they're doing the belt collector thing with Mercedes, they might have her take the belt from Mayu. That would be a surprise. 5 belts is too much. I think Tam Nakano will take that belt from Mayu. So I think Tam beats her. I wanted it to be Izumi, but that's not happening. So Tam Nakano will be defeating Mayu Iwatani before March, probably. So you guys look forward to the IWGP belt reign of Tam. I don't want Sari to win that belt. Keep Sari away from that belt. Give it to Tam Nakano. Let her have a run with it, whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be Tam. But that's a fun list. Biggest matches you can make in women's wrestling: Bianca, Rhea, Bianca, Charlotte, Mayu, Io, Sari, Io. When did they face each other in NXT? Sari face Io in NXT? Sari versus, oh, I'm sorry, Saraya versus Io. Did that happen in NXT? Saray? I don't know if they faced each other in NXT when Sheree was there. I'm gonna say no. And if that's the case, that's the case, then I'm wrong. That's a massive match as well. No, actually, I'm not wrong. Io Mayu is the biggest match you can make in Japan over Io 3 as well, just from like the history. So no, I'm right. It's still Io Mayu. That's still the biggest match in Japan you can make. So no, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. So yeah, Bianca Rhea Ripley, the biggest match. From a box office standpoint, from a hype standpoint, it is the biggest match you can make. Then Bianca Charlotte Flair, then Io Mayu with Toni. Let me look at NXT. I don't see anything I don't see no Io here. I don't think so. No, she never faced Io, right? Someone correct me. I don't think Saria's faced Io before in a one-on-one match. If that's the case, then that is probably the fourth biggest match you can make is Saria Io. I don't think so. I don't see it. All right, folks. That is it for the stream. Do me a favor. Follow me on my other Twitter account. Hopefully, by the time... Hopefully, by Monday, I'm good. But we'll see. Who knows? Who knows? Last question. Masha versus Julia for the NXT title at Heatwave would be crazy. Imagine if Masha beats Julia. Thoughts on that? So basically a TNA talent defeating a WWE talent on WWE TV. That'd be huge. I think that'd be crazy. That'd be fun. Do it. Why not? Why not have Masha beat Julia? You can always win it back. She can always win it back. So who cares? Yeah, I don't mind that one bit. I think she'd probably win that match, to be honest with you. But to have Masha win the NXT title, that'd be fun. I think Zarya and Soruka and Stephanie are bigger threats. But if you did do a TNA champion or a TNA talent beating an NXT talent, Masha beating Julia would be crazy. That'd be huge news. I love it. Just from the first time history thing, I love that. I love it. All right, folks, that's it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on my other channel, my other Twitter account, and hopefully Twitter will stop being stupid. Later.